What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Finley and today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for the new year 2026, or just really any year this would apply to in general, but I'm going to be making it specific to 2026 for me. But before we get into it, make sure if you don't already follow me on TikTok and Instagram to go follow me there, as well as YouTube. Alright, let's get into how to reset for the new year. So the first step that you're going to want to do is, number one, reflect on last year's goals. So many people miss this and they jump straight into making their goals for the next year upcoming, which is a great thing to do. However, if you miss reflecting on the goals from last year, how are you ever going to know whether you completed your goals or not? Because I know I've been guilty of that in the past, where it's like I just jump straight into next year's goals and I don't even think about last year's goals and whether or not like I achieved them. And so then I just end up repeating goals years after year and I never get them done. So if you actually take time to reflect on them and last year's goals and how you might want to cater some into the next year and be like, oh, I did complete this, and that feels like a very accomplishing feeling. So make sure, first of all, that you reflect on last year's goals before moving into this year's goals. All right, now next up, once you reflect on that, you want to go ahead and make your goals for this upcoming year. So for me, I sat down and I wrote in my journal all of my goals for the year. I sat down, I prayed about it, and I just kind of talked to the Lord and just thought over my life and just thought, what areas do I want to improve in, and what areas, you know, could I just do better in overall, or what is something that it's not even like, make some fun goals too. Like, they don't have to be super specific and super like strict is what I mean, but like you can have a couple fun goals too, and I'll talk about what some of those are, like what that looks like in my life. Write out your goals for the new year, and then once you do that, this is where the fun part comes in, and you get to making your vision board, which I feel like really helps bring together the whole new year reset. Vision board is one of my favorite parts, and me and my friend actually made ours together. Mine is right here above my bed, where I'm going to see it literally every day, and that is such an important thing to put it where you're gonna be seeing it every day, so you're gonna be reminded of your goals every day. So a vision board, if you don't know what this is, it's basically just a collection of pictures in your goals all on like a cork board. Some people do laptop wallpapers for the year for their vision board. However, I'm going to talk about that later, why I don't recommend doing that. A lot of times, number one, it's kind of like when you're memorizing things, instead of typing it out, if you physically write it down, you're more likely to remember it. It's like if you physically cut out these pictures and put these goals on a board, like, I don't know, there just feels something like just so much more like important about it. That's what I recommend doing. So what you do is you get a cork board, and then you go on to, what I did is I go onto my computer and I do a split screen between Pinterest and Canva, and I type in each of my goals one at a time, find a couple pictures to go with each goal, and I drag them over into Canva. And then I also just, then I click the home button on Pinterest at the end, and then my feed is like full of like everything I've been searching. And so then I just find a couple extra more like fun pictures that I wasn't necessarily like looking for, to just add some color. I look for a couple like background pictures, so I like to do like Lily Pulitzer patterns for my background, things like that, because I wanted to go very fun and bright with my vision board this year, because last year was very like clean girl, but this year I wanted to go more like bright colors and pinks and blues and all of that. And so then you drag it over, and then once you are done with Pinterest, you can exit out and go over to Canva, and then you spread the pictures out among however many pages you need, and then you readjust the sizes and all that, and then you just click print. And once you print them, you cut them out, and then you also want to go onto another page on Canva and type out your goals, so that way you can print those out and then cut those out. And then I like to section, like I put, like, for example, one of my goals was to eat healthy foods. So then I put the eat healthy foods, and then I put all the little pictures to go with it. So it's not just random pictures, but like the goal is up there with that as well, so I can like remember. And you can add little fun dimensional things. Oh, also look up like little inspirational quotes that you want to add on there too. I do that as well. But if you want to add some like 3D dimension to yours, me and my friend went and bought like flowers, like fake flowers, and then we cut off the stems and then pinned the flowers to the board. I'll be giving you guys a close-up of my vision board in just a minute. So I'll go over what my goals were for this year. Eating healthy foods and eating out less, like, goes along with that. Getting my skin healthy again, drinking more water, taking more pictures, reach 1,000 followers on my podcast platform on Instagram and on TikTok, be more intentional with my friends, listen to more podcasts, do more fun hairstyles. So that's more like, listen to more podcasts and do more fun hairstyles are example of like fun little goals. read more books, train for my full marathon, reach 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, chase Jesus, and finish my unfinished books of the Bible. That is how you make a vision board. Me and my friend actually vlogged our process of making it, so I'll insert those clips. Vlog. First vlog on my new camera, by the way. Yay! My ponytail. Anyways, we're making our vision boards tonight. This is gonna be a part of my like New Year's reset video. So last year we made our vision boards on FaceTime with each other, so I thought we'd make them together this time.
We're having a little date.
Yep, we're watching Princess Diaries, which is so nostalgic, and making our vision boards. Anna's getting started on hers. We went to Avalon.
In Walmart.
Yeah.
It was a double date.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah. We printed out like a bunch of pictures from Pinterest, and now we're cutting them out.
Yep, and then we also went and got some like flowers. We'll see what we do with these to like cut like them off the stem and add like dimension.
Yeah, and we got like a bunch of cute like papers and stuff.
Yeah, so just that's how you do it. So yeah.
We'll update later.
Yeah. Finished my vision board. This is it. Looks really good. I need to hang it up above my bed up there because my room is very plain right now. And it is looking so good. Where I was getting at with why I think it's important to do a corkboard vision board instead of a on your computer laptop. Number one is about the repetition of like cutting it out, putting it on the corkboard, all those things, remembering your goals better. But also what I like to do, which I think is so fun, is to every month, I like to make a new wallpaper that's kind of like a mini vision board for my laptop. So that way every month I'm being reminded of my goals and refreshing them, because it's so easy to go through the first like 2 weeks of January like on top of your goals and then completely forget. Like by the end of the year you can't even tell what your goals were. And so just to like, for example, I'll put mine up on the screen for January. I went ahead and made it, and it's just like some things like a camera, because I've just got my new vlogging camera, which I'm vlogging on, and I'm excited to just make new vlogs with that. I have my goals for how many followers I want by the end of January in order to reach my goals at the end of the year. So like it's like helping me like step by step accomplish small goals that will in the long run at the end of the year help me accomplish my big goals. So that's why I like to do my overall vision board on a corkboard, and then my month by month little mini like vision board reminder is what I'd like to call it on my laptop. And so I completely advise you to do that too. It's basically the same process of dragging it over to Canva, but all putting it on one page and then finding a text or something that says like the month, so like January, putting that on it and then saving it and then setting it as your wallpaper. All right, another thing that is super important to do for the new year, I think, and this is on my vision board, which is eating healthier, is to go ahead and meal prep for like the start of January. And honestly, if you have time, start at the end of December as well, because you don't have to wait until January 1st to implement your goals. That's like a huge thing, is people wait until January 1st just to start their goals. But if you start slowly implementing it in December, then it will already be easy and you'll already be in the habit in January. And so that's also a huge part. But anyways, meal prep. This is a super fun thing to do when you actually take the time, and it saves money, because if you budget for your food and you stick to a meal prep plan, you end up saving so much more money than like randomly going out and then groceries going to waste, because the groceries that you bought for this week you didn't eat because you ate out so much, so then you're spending double the money. But if you literally stick to a meal prep plan, you're like, okay, I'm not going to stop and eat out, which number one is better for your body if you want to eat like make whole foods at home, so you're going to be saving money and nourishing your body a lot better. So what you can do just to make this fun is like do it with your friends. Be like, hey, do y'all want to come over and like cook with me on like Sundays to meal prep for the week? Or you could just be like, go onto Pinterest and search meal prep ideas. They have thousands of ideas for the week. I think that's just such an important part. Next is to declutter everything. I mean, literally your electronics, your room, closet, bathroom, everything, declutter it. So like for my phones and electronics, I go through my pictures, my files, my texts, like everything that's taking up too much storage, that's just, I just do not need it. You go through, delete it, get rid of it, delete old apps you don't need anymore, like completely make a new wallpaper, just completely reset for the new year. Going through your entire space, so going through every drawer, every book that you have, all your clothes, shoes, makeup, dresser, literally jewelry, everything. Go through it all and get rid of anything you do not need. You don't just have to throw it away. You can either donate it to like Goodwill or like a thrift store or something, or what I have been doing is I upload it all to Depop, which is where you guys can actually go check my Depop out if you want to look at some clothes that I'm selling, but you can resell your clothes. I've already sold 2 clothing items today and I'm shipping them out, and I already shipped one out today and I'm shipping the other one out tomorrow. It's a super easy way to make sure your clothes just don't get wasted and you can make money off of from when you originally bought it. That is a super great habit to get into. So yeah, literally go through your entire room, bags, I'm serious, like everything, and then get rid of everything. Then when you're done with that, do a deep clean, wash your sheets, vacuum your room, wipe down surfaces, like wash pillowcases, blankets, literally everything. Wash, get it cleaned, and make your room completely ready to go into a new year, because a clear mind is a clear space, and how you do anything is how you'll do everything. So if your space is messy, then everything you do is going to be messy. So just keep a clear space and a clear mind. All right, I might be doing a part 2 on this series. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how you guys like it. So let me know how you like it and if you have anything else you'd like me to add if I do a part 2. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'm so excited to go into 2026 with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.